Your dream is possible. Say that to yourself every day. Feed your mind with words that you write and words that you hear and words that you speak to yourself. Feed your faith and your doubts will starve to death.
My day usually starts around 6 a.m. and the first thing that I do when I wake up is I write in my journal and I listen to one of my current audiobooks. I started implementing this in my morning routine after reading Think and Grow Rich.
By the amount you specified, you must find ways of increasing your contribution, your service. And the key to this is to be found in your mind, in that gold mine between your ears. Try for 5 ideas every morning and write them down.
I'm the most productive when I wake up in the morning, so before I do anything, I like to write in my journal and listen to an audiobook or a podcast and connect it to a Bluetooth speaker. As I'm writing and reflecting, I like to just feed myself with lots of knowledge and power and inspiration.
The reality is that most people do not reach their full potential. Most people are not successful. Research shows that 80% of individuals will never be financially free in the way they'd like to be, and 80% will never claim to be truly happy. The reason is simple. Most people are unconscious. They are a little asleep at the wheel. They work and think on a superficial level of life, based only on what they can see. They live strictly in the visible world. The roots create the fruits. Imagine a tree. Let's suppose this tree represents the tree of life. On this tree there are fruits. In our life, our fruits are called our results. So we look at the fruits, our results, and we don't like them. It's what's invisible that creates what's visible. So what does that mean? It means if you want to change the visible, you must first change the invisible. In my experience, what you cannot see in this world is far more powerful than anything you can see. You may or may not agree with this statement. When we align with the laws of nature and work on our roots, our inner world, our life flows smoothly. When we don't, life gets rough. But to do so, you will have to dig below the ground and strengthen the roots. It's what's under the ground that creates what's above the ground. That's why placing your attention on the fruits that you have already grown is futile. You cannot change the fruits that are already hanging on the tree. You can, however, change tomorrow's fruits.
After writing in my journal, I like to then walk over to my office where I created my very own vision board. Whether I have woken up in a terrible mood or a great mood, there's no way that my day can go wrong when I am able to look at my goals and my dreams and state my intention. This has really helped me set the pace for my day, and I honestly think that vision boards are necessary for anybody. When you actually look at your goals every morning when you wake up, it just allows you to have a better, clear day. I'm not going to go in depth of what these items mean because they are pretty personal, but basically these images symbolize things that I would like to manifest. By now, it's probably 6:30 or 6:45, and I usually go straight to the gym in the morning, but if I don't have a training session till later in the day, I like to have a cup of tea. I usually don't touch my phone or read any emails for the first few hours of the day. So I like to go on my balcony because it's a place of reflection for me. I'm literally a sponge in the morning because I'm so receptive to information. So I like to spend this time either reading, writing in my journal, or listening to motivational interviews or audiobooks. And as of recently, I've been sharing a lot of the things that I've learned from reading books, but I also know a lot of people don't like to read, so that's why I chose to partner up with Audible in this video. You all can start your 30-day trial and get your first audiobook for free when you go to www.audible.com/FindGuru or text FindGuru to 500-500.
But look at him as if he were what he could be, then he becomes what he should be. Now I want to ask you again, how many have major goals you want to achieve? Raise your hands, please. Very good. I want to ask you another key question. We heard a lot about simple learning. I want to ask you something else that goes beyond that. How many of you know that if you had your life to live over again, you could have done more than what you've done thus far? Raise your hands, please. Very good. Now that proves a point that what we do and what we accomplish in life is only a tip of the iceberg of what's possible for us. So I'm going to share some things with you. I want you to shake someone's hand on your right and left, look them in the eyes, and say with conviction, you have something special. Do that now, please.
I love me some Les Brown. There is something about listening to him in the morning that just gets my day started off right. He always says something that resonates with me. But if you guys are not used to reading or you don't know where to start when it comes to self-help, the Audible app does have a self-development tab where they list a whole bunch of bestseller books to choose from. You guys can also listen to samples of the book before you commit to buying or reading or using that as your free trial to listen to. One of my favorite features from Audible is that you can actually save some of the Audible clips from the books that you're reading and either save them to your phone for a reminder or send them to one of your friends for morning motivation. So after I have read, I have written in my journal, and I have gained so much mental stimulation, I like to then go in and transition and go straight to the gym. Now, going to the gym at least 5 days a week, first thing in the morning, is completely necessary for me. For the gym, it's really therapeutic and it's a stress reliever for me. When I first started my journey of becoming an entrepreneur, I immersed myself into motivational interviews from people who I found to be successful financially. And every single person said that they read something first thing in the morning and they worked out first thing in the morning. And when I decided to implement that into my morning routine, everything changed. I was able to make $10,000 a month doing my 21-day challenge, where I did other things, but the two most important were reading, writing in my journal, and I guess it's three: reading, writing in my journal, and going to the gym every single morning. So when I'm at the gym, I go through two extremes. I'm either listening to some like ratchet music, working out with my personal trainer, or when I'm doing cardio and I'm by myself working out, I like to listen to motivational speakers.
There's some of y'all out there right now, you're tired. You know, somebody telling you when to come to work. Somebody telling you when to take lunch. Somebody telling you when to do a vacation. Somebody telling you what you can and cannot do. Some of us, we were born to fly. But what I'm telling you is when you become the right person, what I mean by the right person is once you identify who you are and you begin to separate yourself from the masses and you begin to see your individuality, when you begin to see your talents, when you begin to see your personal, when you were created with a specific purpose, a specific design. When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you following other people, as long as you being a copycat, you will never ever be the best copycat in the world, but you will be the best you could be. To invest in you. That's right, invest what? Number one, I'm asking you to invest time. I'm asking you to invest time in yourself. Some of y'all, you spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You spend so much time trying to fit in that you don't even know who you are.
After I'm done training at the gym, I go straight home, I get in the shower, I get ready for the day, start off with my emails, editing videos, errands, and do whatever I have to do. This whole morning routine lasts anywhere from like 2, maybe 2.5 hours. And after everything's done, I have a productive day. Don't forget, if you guys are interested in starting your 30-day trial and getting your first audiobook for free, you guys can go to www.audible.com/FindGuru or text FindGuru to 500-500. The current book that I am reading is Secrets of the Millionaire Mind.
You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Do not complain. Make every effort to change things you do not like. If you cannot make a change, then change the way you've been thinking. You may find a new solution. Never whine. Whining lets a brute know that a victim is in the neighborhood. Be certain that you do not die without having done something wonderful for humanity. I gave birth to one child, a son, but I have thousands of daughters. You are black and white, Jewish and Muslim, Asian, Spanish-speaking, Native American, and Aleut. You are fat and thin and pretty and plain, gay and straight, educated and unlettered. And I am speaking to you all. Here is my offering